Hey guys, Kripparrian here. In this video I'm going to guide you through the Blood Queen Lana'thel encounter in Icecrown Citadel. For this encounter you want to have 2 tanks that stack each other and 3 healers. You want to have at least 1 dedicated raid here. There's going to be tons of raid damage, especially at the beginning of the fight. As you saw there, she charged one of the ranged raid members and she applied a buff. This buff doubles their damage, makes them cause no threat, and they heal for a great portion of their damage. Now, this is a very powerful buff and it's going to allow you to beat the decently stiff enrage this boss has. The problem with this buff is, after about a minute of having the buff, you cannot use any abilities on your character except this one ability called Vampiric Bite, which is number 1 on your action bar. You have 15 seconds to bite some other member in the raid, or you become mind controlled and proceed to kill the raid. The problem in this encounter is you can't bite someone that's already been bitten. So once the first person bites someone else, then you have 2 people, and then you move from 2 to 4, from 4 to 8, and 4 minutes into the fight, you have no one else to bite, so most of the raid gets mind controlled. One thing to note is that the enrage is over 5 minutes, so if you do this fight the way that you're supposed to, in terms of using the Vampiric Bite in series, you're going to waste over a minute, and doing so, it's going to make the DPS requirement almost unreachable for most guilds. The way you get around this is, we notice that when someone dies with a Vampiric buff, and someone else in the raid also has it, so it doesn't cause the boss to throw another one, nothing happens. This is what we did to use this fact to our advantage. Once you're at the point in the fight where 2 people now have the embrace the Vampiric Bite, buff, debuff, whatever it is, when they have to bite 2 other people, thus increasing the number of people affected to 4, instead of having both of them bite, you want to have only one of them bite, and the other one, you want to sacrifice them. Alright, you want to have them run to fire, stop them, whatever. Find a way for them to die. What this is going to do is, it's going to allow you to have another minute at least until your entire raid becomes mind controlled. This is very important because it's going to allow you to actually push the enrage. You want to make sure you have a battle res or a soulstone or whatever for the person you're about to sacrifice. And this single gimmick is going to make this fight an absolute joke. Okay, the DPS requirement is very, very low. If we did this on our alts, it's no challenge at all. There's a couple of mechanics in the fight which I haven't talked about. It's very trivial stuff. You get a random debuff that makes you, put down these fires. It's identical to Lord Jaraxxus. Instead of green, they're purple. Going with a vampire theme or whatever. Second property is you get 2 people that are chained together and they nuke everyone around them until they meet up. It's kind of like Yogg Saron beams, so you want to keep the center open, and you want to have people who are affected by the chain just run to the center. In 25 men you get 3 chains. It's still really, really easy. It doesn't really matter. You see over here in the video, she goes to the center, she jumps up in the air. In this part it should happen only twice, and she just nukes everyone, and you need to be spread out like 10 yards away from everyone else. Kind of like gruel mechanic, very trivial stuff again. She comes down, you get back into position, and you kill her. Don't be intimidated by this boss, it's extremely easy. Just give it a shot with your guild. If you use the gimmick, if you understood it, you can probably get away with even using 4 healers. The healing at the beginning is very intense, but once the buffs, the Vampiric Embraces are spread out, people are pretty much healing themselves. So at that point you can even have healers DPS. Just give it a try. Good luck, guys.